Hi guys, Dave here with a new guitar solo lesson. Today we're going to look at John Mayer's City Love guitar solo. Yeah, I've done a cover of this recently and yeah, it's a really nice solo. So let's get straight into it. It's in the key of D. So for the most part he's using D major pentatonic, a little bit of the major scale, and at some point he goes into the minor pentatonic. So the first part, let's just take that much. So first of all, we're hitting 10 on the B string, sliding up to 12. Now if you want to give it a little bit of extra crunch, and I think he does this, he kind of rakes into it. So all I'm doing there is I'm muting off the strings above and strumming into that note. Like so. So now we're sliding 11 into the G string, 10 on the B, then back sliding to 9, like that, then pulls off onto 7, 9 on the D, and then 9th fret on the G, we're going to bend and release and then re-bend, up a tone. Like so. Well, slightly overbent then. That's it, like so. Right, the next phrase. So that's sliding 9 on the D, and then 7, 9 on the G, and then re-sliding to 9 on the D. Add a little vibrato on the end. Next phrase, we're just playing 7, 9 on the D, 7 on the G, and then we're going to do that bend release again. So that's 9th fret on the G, bend up a tone, release, and then re-bend. Add a little vibrato on the bend is also quite a nice thing to do. Then we get this little string skipping thing. Now, I know quite often he might play between a thumb and a finger. The way I tend to do it is hybrid pick it. So the lower note I'll play with the pick, and then I'll use my middle finger for the B string. So I'll take you through the lick. So, first of all, we've got 7 on the D, 10 on the B, then 9 on the D, 7B, 7G, slide down to 6, like that. Then he hits an open D very softly, and then we get this little sliding double stop. So we're sliding into the 9th fret on the G and the D strings, and we do it twice. Then we slide down to 7, up to 9, and then back down to 7. Like that. Now you can do it with one finger. I think John Mayer does it that way, or if it's easier, maybe do it with 2. Like so. Okay, next part of the lick. So we're hammering on 7, 9 on the D, 7 on the G, and then we get this little kind of 6s. So we're sliding 11 on the G, 10 on the E, back to 11 on the G, back to 10 on the E, then we hammer on 12 and then bend it up a whole step, like that. Finishing on 10, slide off. So that lick. Like that. Now it's about to kind of change tonality slightly because it's going to go into an F major 7 chord, which implies more of a D minor tonality, so he kind of switches to minor pentatonic pretty much here. The first bit is still in key, so we've got that's hammering on 10 to 12 on the B, 10 on the E, back to 12 on the B, and this is where it kind of sits over the F major 7 chord. So we're going to play, it's mainly D minor pentatonic really. You can almost think of it as D Dorian if you like. So 13th fret on the E, a little quarter tone bend, so it's kind of bluesy. 10, then 12, all on the same string. Then 13 on the B, back to 10 on the E. Then 13, 10 on the B, backwards sliding to 12 on the G, then 10. Then we're going to do a little double stop on the 12th fret on the B and G strings. Then we're going to bar the 10th fret on the B and G strings and do a quick hammer on to the 11th fret on the G. So you get a very common lick, that, isn't it? Finishing on 12 on the D, slide off. So I'll put that phrase together a couple of times. One more time. Like so. Then the last bit's over an A sus4 chord, and he basically outlines the chord by playing, if you think of it in terms of like a caged C shape, but up at the 9th fret that would make it an A, and he's basically playing off of that shape. Very kind of, you know, Hendrixy, Stevie Ray Vaughan sort of idea. So for that, we're starting off with this. We're playing 10 on the B, 9 on the G, and then we're hammering on 11 on the G. So you get that. Then pull off onto 9 on the G, and then I'm going to hammer on 12 on the D. You can pick it if you want, but I think he just hammers it. Then we're going to play a little bit more of that chord. So we're now playing 10B, 9G, 11D, which then pulls off onto 9 on the D, and then again we're going to hammer on 12 on the A this time. So you get. So it's worth mentioning that really you want to bar at least from the B to the D strings when you do this, so that when you do the pull off, you've got that note in place. Then he's going to play a little bit of an A sus4. So that's 10, B, 9, G, and then 12 on the D, which then pulls off onto 11 and then 9 on the D. Like that. And then he plays the 12th fret on the D and A strings. He might have only meant to hit one string, but he hit two. Probably only meant to hit the high A, I think, or the A on the A string, of course, the 12th fret on the A. But he partially barred it like that. And then there's a little kind of triplet, kind of muffled, muted off triplet. And then to finish off, again we're going to bar on the 9th fret, and so it starts off with 10 on the B, 9 G, 9 D, and then just hammers on 11 on the D string. So I'll run through that part slowly. Like so. I'll do that one more time. Now you'll notice that the hammer-ons are quite light and soft, but once you play it up to tempo, it should even out a little bit. Like so. Okay, other than that, sound-wise, I think he's using the neck and middle pickup on the Strat, and it's quite a clean sound. So if you go for kind of a Fender clean sort of amp, maybe with a little bit of compression and reverb, and that should get you roughly in the ballpark for the sound for this solo. Okay guys, I hope that helps you out, and I'll see you for one again real soon.